Tradition number 21. Through successive chain of transmitters, the sign of Allah, Ayatullah, the eminent scholar Allama Hilli, relates from the sovereign of investigators, Khwaja Nasiruddin Muhammad ibn Muhammad al-Tusi, from the learned Sheikh and the traditionist, Burhan Muhammad ibn Ali al-Hamadani al-Qazwini, who had settled in Rai, from the Honorable Sheikh Muntajabuddin Ali ibn Ubaidullah ibn Hassan al-Qummi, from his father, from his grandfather, from the noble Sheikh Abul Fath Muhammad ibn Ali ibn Uthman Karajaki, from Muhammad ibn Abbas, with his chain of narrators, from Hassan ibn Mahbub, who relates with his chain of narrators, from Sandul, from Darim ibn Farqad, who says that Imam Ja'far as-Sadiq alayhi salam said that recite Surah Al-Fajr in your obligatory and supererogatory Nafila morning prayers, for it is particularly related to Imam Hussein alayhi salam. Have you not heard the words of Allah the Exalted in this verse? Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. O tranquil soul, at complete rest, return to your Lord well pleased with Him, and His being well pleased with you. Surah Al-Fajr, verses 27 to 30. Here, Imam Hussein alayhi salam is referred to as the tranquil soul well pleased with Allah and His being well pleased with Him. His companions from the family of the Prophet are those who will be pleased with Allah on the day of Qiyamah, and Allah too will be pleased with them. Verily, this surah is particularly connected to Imam Hussein, his followers, the Shia, and the followers, Shia, of the progeny of Prophet Muhammad. The one who continuously recites this surah will remain with Imam Hussein in paradise, in his elevated station, and verily, Allah is predominant and all-wise. Tradition number 22. Through successive chain of narrators, the Honorable and felicitous Sheikh Abu Ja'far al-Tusi, through his chain of transmitters, relates from Muhammad ibn Muslim, who says that I have heard Imam Muhammad al-Baqir alayhi salam and Imam Ja'far as-Sadiq alayhi salam as saying that indeed the reward and compensation given by Allah for the martyrdom of Imam Hussein is that imamat has been issued forth from his progeny. There is cure in the earth of his grave, the fulfillment of desires at the head of his grave, and from the time the pilgrim goes to visit his grave and returns back, no accounting will be taken from him. Muhammad ibn Muslim asked Imam as-Sadiq alayhi salam, these rewards are for the people on account of Imam, but what about the reward for him? Imam replied, indeed, Allah Almighty has united him with the Holy Prophet, and Imam remains with the Prophet in his station and position. Then he recited the following verse of the Quran, Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. And as for those who believe and their offspring follow them in faith, we will unite with them their offspring. Surah At-Tur, verse 21. Tradition number 23. through successive chain of authorities. The noble Sheikh Abu al-Qasim Jafar ibn Sa'id, Muhaqqiq al-Hilli, relates from the noble Sayyid Muhammad ibn Abdullah ibn Ali ibn Zuhra Husayni Halabi, may his grave be scented, from the master traditionist, the rightly guide of the nation and religion, Muhammad ibn Ali ibn Shahr Ashub al-Sarawi, who quotes from the Honorable Sheikh Ahmad ibn Abu Talib Tabarsi's book, Ihtijaj, under a lengthy tradition dealing with Sa'd ibn Abdullah Ash'ari's meeting with Imam al-Mahdi, Ajjalallahu Farajahu al-Sharif, in which Sa'd asked Imam al-Mahdi the interpretation regarding the words Kaf, Ha, Ya, Ain, Sad in Surat Maryam. The Imam replied, "These words are from the concealed codes regarding which Allah informed His servant, Prophet Zakaria alayhi salam, and regarding which it was revealed to the Holy Prophet." The incident is as follows. Prophet Zakaria asked his Lord to teach him the names of the 5 pure ones, to which Jibra'il descended and taught him the 5 names. Whenever Prophet Zakaria recited the 4 names, Muhammad, Ali, Fatima, and Hassan, his heart would be enlightened and his sorrow would part away. But when he took the name of Hussein, he would become sorrowful and turn restless. One day he asked Allah the Almighty, "My Lord, when I utter the names of these 4 pure personalities, my sorrow parts away, but when I take the name of Hussein, I turn sorrowful and weep and wail." Then Allah the Mighty, the Sublime, revealed to him regarding Kaf, Ha, Ya, Ain, Sad. Kaf stands for Karbala, and Ha for Halaka, perdition of the Prophet's household. Ya for Yazid, the oppressor and murderer of Hussein. Ain for Atash, thirst, and Sad for Sabr, patience and forbearance of Hussein. When Prophet Zakaria alayhi salam heard this, he was so much grieved that for 3 consecutive days he refused to come out of his place of worship and did not permit people to meet him, and remained grief-stricken and wept profusely. And he recited the following elegy: "O Lord, will you let the best of creatures see the plight of his son? O Lord, will you allow this disaster to fall upon his household? O Lord, will you let Ali and Fatima wear the dress of grief, and will they witness this calamity?" He, Prophet Zakaria, would always say, "O Lord, bestow upon me with a son who would be the light of my eyes in my old age. And when you present me with a son, make my love intense for him, and then let me taste the grief of his loss, as your friend Muhammad, who will mourn the death of his son." Thus Allah blessed Prophet Zakaria alayhi salam with a son, Prophet Yahya, whose death was mourned by Prophet Zakaria alayhi salam. Prophet Yahya's period of his mother's pregnancy was 6 months, similar to that of Imam Hussein alayhi salam.